All right, let's get right into it. What if I told you that the reason your affiliate links are just sitting there, collecting dust, has almost nothing to do with the actual product? It's true. Today, we're going to crack the code on the affiliate strategies that are actually working right now.
So, let's just address the elephant in the room. You're putting in the work, you're sharing those links, but nothing. Crickets. It's super frustrating, I get it. And it's probably the biggest question people ask me. So what's the deal? What's really going on?
And here it is, the big reveal. The problem isn't the product you picked, it's how you're promoting it. See, most people fall into the exact same traps. They spam their links all over the place, they try to use some clunky bot to do the work for them, or they just light money on fire with paid ads they can't afford. Let me be clear, those methods are dead. The real secret? It's going manual, it's getting personal.
Okay, so here's the game plan for today. First up, we're going to talk about why going manual absolutely crushes automation. Then we'll dive into the kind of content that actually makes people want to click and buy. After that, we'll get into specific strategies for the big platforms, talk about building an email list and a community you actually own, and wrap it up with some advanced tips to really scale things up.
All right, section 1. Let's dig into the foundation of this whole thing. Manual beats automation. And this is so key because your authenticity, well, that's your greatest asset.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got automation. It feels fake because, well, it is. It just blasts out messages, completely ignoring what your audience actually wants or needs. The result? Super low conversions. But on the other side, when you show up, when you're a real person, you build genuine trust. And that trust is what leads to way higher conversions and relationships that can pay off for years.
You know, if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. Seriously, trust is the only thing that converts a viewer into a buyer. It's the currency of the internet. Without it, you're invisible. But with it, you can build a real, sustainable business.
So how do we do it? It really boils down to 3 simple pillars, and these are totally non-negotiable. First, you build that trust. Second, you give away incredible value before you ever ask for anything in return. And third, you have to be consistent. You can't just do it for a week. If you drop the ball on any one of these, the whole thing just kind of falls apart.
Okay, so we've got our foundation of trust. Now, let's build on that. Section 2, content that actually converts. And trust me, this is about so much more than just copying and pasting a product description.
Here it is. The number 1 rule for content that converts is dead simple. Solve a real problem. I mean, think about it from your own perspective. When you're searching for something online, are you looking for a sales pitch? No, you're looking for an answer. Your job is to be that answer. Provide the solution first, then you can introduce the product as the perfect tool to get it done.
And this is how you keep that trust battery charged up. It's the classic 80-20 rule. 80% of your stuff should just be pure value. We're talking tips, how-tos, insights, stuff that helps people with zero expectation. Then, only that last 20% is where you can weave in a recommendation or an affiliate link. This balance is everything. It shows you're here to help, not just to make a quick buck.
Another absolute killer piece of content? The honest product review. And I mean brutally honest. Yeah, talk about the pros, but you have to talk about the cons too. Get specific. Who is this product a dream for? And this is the real secret sauce. Who should absolutely stay away from it? A review like that builds so much more trust than some generic puff piece that just sounds like an advertisement.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Section 3 is all about winning platform strategies. Look, what works on Instagram is going to bomb on LinkedIn. The one-size-fits-all approach is officially dead. You've got to play to the strengths of each platform.
So, for Instagram, think visual storytelling. Use your stories and carousels to show the results, don't just talk about them. Over on Facebook, dive into those niche groups and just be the most helpful person there. Genuinely help people and only drop a link when it's the perfect solution. LinkedIn is all business, so frame your products as professional tools that solve business problems. And right here on YouTube, well, you already know. It's all about deep dive tutorials, comparisons, and how-to videos that deliver a ton of value.
But here's the golden rule that applies to every single platform. No exceptions. Be helpful first, promotional second, always. If you nail that, the sales will naturally follow, I promise.
Okay, moving on to a topic I am super passionate about. Section 4, email and community.
This is so crucial because it's where you stop renting an audience from social media platforms and start building an asset that you actually own.
And get this, in 2026, email is still the undisputed king of conversions. I know, it sounds old school, but think about it. Someone on your email list has literally raised their hand and said, yes, you can talk to me directly. That's the level of trust you just can't get from a casual social media follow.
And building that list isn't complicated. Step 1, offer something awesome for free, like a guide or a checklist, in exchange for their email. Step 2, send them emails that are actually useful and interesting, full of stories and tips. Step 3, when it makes sense, naturally suggest a product that solves the problem you've been talking about. And yeah, you guessed it, that 80-20 rule is huge here too. And hey, do not sleep on places like Reddit, Quora, or those niche Facebook groups. These platforms are absolute gold mines. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go in there and become the go-to person for your topic. Build a reputation for giving the best answers, and you'll find people coming to you ready to listen.
All right, so once you've got all the basics down and things are starting to work, it's time to level up. This last section is all about advanced scaling tips, so you can increase your earnings without, and this is important, losing that personal touch. So here are 3 pro moves to scale up. First, offer an exclusive bonus, something only people who buy through your link can get. It could be a simple PDF or checklist. It gives them a real reason to choose you over anyone else. Second, build a very simple sales funnel, maybe a few emails that lead up to your recommendation. And third, be smart about timing. Plan your promotions around big holidays or industry events when people are already looking to buy. Wow. Okay. We have covered a ton of ground here, right? From the basics of building trust all the way to advanced scaling tactics. So the big question is, are you ready to actually put this stuff into action?
But wait, before you click away, I want to make sure you're fully equipped. I've created a super detailed guide that goes even deeper on everything we just talked about. It's packed with more examples, tools, it's the whole blueprint, and it's for you. The link is right down there in the description. Just click it and it's all yours.
And hey, if you got any value out of this today, would you do me a quick favor? First, hit that thumbs up button. It genuinely helps the channel. Second, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. And finally, drop a comment and let me know the #1 strategy you're excited to try. I read all of them and I'd love to hear from you.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought. Just take a moment and imagine what becomes possible for you when those links finally start converting day in and day out. Really think about that. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.